So Celonis really pioneered this process mining technology. And over the evolution of the company over the last 11, 12 years, it graduated to execution management. And now it is very well positioned and it's leading the market in process intelligence. And the single biggest agenda that we drive is to reduce corporate inefficiencies. So Celonis basically helps us in finding the inefficiencies on those processes. It helps us in framing those inefficiencies in terms of business KPIs, so that you can see what ROIs you can get, and then it helps us in fixing some of those efficiencies through our own action flows and products that we have. So in a nutshell, our product works across all industries because processes are everywhere. So it's an exciting place to be.
Got it, Ratnesh. I think my other question was, what's your role in Celonis as a head
Sure.
of DSI?
So I'm part of the ecosystem team at Salonis, and where there is a team which is focused on building and growing our GSI and BPO partners. So I personally lead some of the large GSI and BPO partners globally. So everything right from uh, selling to let's say platform integrations to marketing to governance, everything related to that particular partner rolls up to me. So it's very akin to, let's say, a client partner role in any of the GSI companies. So people use client partner, we use global partner director.
Got it, Ratnesh. Got it. Fantastic. So, even all our questions, what is going to be there, need not be very specific to the Celonis, right? Because you're, apart from, a senior person in Celonis, I'm sure you have a ringside view of the whole tech ecosystem. So the most of the questions will be on the broader view rather than specific there, right? Probably one more personal question before we go into this one. So earlier being an SI, right, and now being in the product, whether it really helps you, or because you always dealt with products earlier, you might have some cribbings or you might have some plus points. Now, how do you see that other way around, Ratnesh?
I think it for my particular role, it was very, very helpful. Primarily because the way I see myself is more like a subject matter expert on GSIs because I
Okay.
dealt with lived that life, right? So think
For
about
16 years.
for ISVs, right, who want to work with these GSIs, right? They don't understand the complexity or the business or their business model, etc. Right? So I consider myself more like a subject matter expert on the GSI side of things, right, which I'm translating to the ISV world. So that
Mhm.
way, it's much easier for them to understand how a GSI operates and to fit into that overall ecosystem because GSIs have so many partners, right? So they need people who understand their world and can help bridge that gap between a GSI on one hand and the ISVs on the other.
Got it, Ratnesh. Got it. Sure. So, you are handling GSIs for, I think you will be handling few GSIs. So, how did you, I think, again, it may not be only specific to Celonis. So, if someone wants to start that as a GSI as a practice, how would they really go about? Like, what kind of metrics they can go after, or like, from the very beginning of identifying, which GSI will work out. Probably we can start from there. How a company can really find out how can I identify a GSI which is relevant for them.